How many identities do you have to maintain every single day? How many different sides of you do people really see? Now, I know this sounds like a really abstract question, but let me break it down for you because this is important stuff. So we all have a self-concept. It is our idea of who we are, what we believe about ourselves, our values, our morals, our personality traits. But our self-concept is largely based on other people's perceptions of us. In other words, we think we know who we are, but we are basing that off of other people telling us who we are, or showing us who they think we are. So here's where things get really interesting. When we interact with other people, we don't just show them our self-concept, we also shape it. And as you probably know, sometimes we behave in ways that don't really feel like us, right? We might say things we do not really mean or agree with something we do not really believe in just to fit in or to avoid conflict or to make someone else happy. And then over time, those little white lies and those little acts of people-pleasing become ingrained in our identity. We start to think of ourselves as someone who is always agreeing with everything and never causing any waves or being too much of a problem. And then you look back one day and you're like, who is this person? Because I don't actually recognize myself in these situations. And if you think about it, it makes sense why so many of us struggle with this. If we want to be liked by other people, if we want to be accepted by other people, we have to show them the version of ourselves that we think they want to see. And this is especially true when we're children. Our entire sense of self-worth was tied up with our parents' approval and our parents' love. And so, if we wanted to be loved by our parents, we had to be a certain way. We had to be obedient. We had to do everything they asked us to do. We had to be the perfect little angel. And then if we did anything that was considered bad or unacceptable, like getting angry or raising our voice, we would get punished. And that punishment would make us feel worthless. So obviously learning how to regulate our emotions and our behaviors and how to make other people happy was extremely important for our survival. So that's why most of us grew up learning how to pretend. Now, nothing wrong with pretending, right? It's a natural part of human interaction. We all do it all the time. But when we pretend for too long, when we base our entire identity on other people's perceptions of us, we start to lose touch with who we really are. The version of you in their head isn't you. And I know that can be hard to hear, but it's so important to understand that you are not the sum of other people's opinions of you. You are not what other people think you are. You are your own person with your own thoughts and feelings and beliefs and values, and none of those things are ever bad or unacceptable. And I know that can be really hard to believe when you've spent your entire life believing otherwise, but it's true. So the next time you find yourself pretending to be someone you're not, I want you to take a step back and ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is this really necessary? And if the answer is yes, then do it. But if the answer is no, if you're doing it just because you're afraid of what other people will think, then stop. Stop pretending. Be real. Show them who you really are, because chances are, they're going to like you even more if they see you being authentically you. And if they don't, then screw them anyway. That's the whole point. You are not going to be liked by everyone. You are not going to make everyone happy, and that's okay. So what's your next step? Well, once you stop pretending to be someone else, once you stop trying to make everyone happy, then you have to figure out who you actually are. What do you believe in? What's important to you? What are your goals and dreams? What makes you feel passionate and excited about life? And this is not an easy journey. This is a lifelong journey. But it's so worth it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a like and a comment. And if you want more videos like this, then please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.